So here's a really fun topic that we're going to talk about today. That's actually not as much food-based or gut-based or anything. I love talking about this. I think it's fun. And what we're going to talk about is really, let me back up for a minute. There's many different types of stress that people have in their life. Stress is what you make of it, right? But and I'll talk about stress maybe more next week. I'm going to give you a little piece of that right now, and it's called adaptive stress. You've probably heard me talk about it a little bit. Adaptive stress is what you've adapted to around you every day, day by day, and eventually you live with it. And you don't even realize that you're living with it. If you have a messy office, you've adapted to living in a messy office. If you have a pile of laundry that sits in your room or your bathroom and you walk by it every day knowing that it's there, you've adapted to walking by it. But you know that it's there and you know you don't want it there. So you've adapted to it, and that causes adaptive stress. So what your home environment is, it should be a reflection of how you want your life to look. So this is going to lead into like our feng shui. So if you just take a minute and close your eyes if you want, and then picture how you would like your home to be. It doesn't have to be the home you live in right now. It could be like your dream home. And you just think, what is the temperature? So the temperature, how does the space look? I bet all of you right now might be looking at a clear, decluttered, nice space. The energy is flowing, everything. And what do you hear? It's probably peaceful, right? Peaceful, calm, maybe not. I mean, if you like to live in the city and you like the traffic because you like that, that's you. But most people usually probably like your home environment to be pretty calm and peaceful. And then what do you smell? Citrus, fresh, flowers. Again, something that probably brings you joy. You probably don't want anything like super strong, right? What color is it? It's probably, again, maybe it's calm colors. If you like bright colors, then that's great too. That's what brings you peace. So these are all things that you kind of can put together what you want your home to look like in your mind. And then look at your home. What does it look like? Does it match that? Is there some things you'd like to fix and so forth? So why should you declutter? So we're going to talk a little bit about decluttering. And here's a really amazing metaphor. The fastest way to live a life that makes you glow from within is deleting everything that doesn't. I'm going to repeat that just so you guys can get that again. The fastest way to live a life that makes you glow from within is deleting everything that doesn't. That could be anything. It could be things in your home, friends, people that don't bring you joy, things like that. So this leads into our adaptive stress clutter. Okay, we all have clutter. I'm guilty of it. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just, individual people that live in the crazy world that we live in now. So your body, like I mentioned, your body builds up a resistance and a tolerance to coexist with continuous stressors. Extended release of stress hormones has an adverse effect on your body, lowering your immune defenses. So in your mind, you get mood issues, including anger and depression, and a lack of energy, and sleep issues. So if you live in a messy bedroom, for example, that could perhaps bring on something like that. It also could include increased blood pressure and heart rate, high cholesterol, and a risk of heart attack. That's acute stress again. Increased fat storage and disturbed hunger cues. That could go back to also maybe like the lack of sleep. We have already talked about like a lack of sleep also disrupts your hunger cues. Aches and pains in your joints and muscles. Again, stress brings on high cortisol levels. High cortisol levels leads to inflammation. So that's, again, acute stress can cause all that. Stomach cramps, reflux, and nausea. If you have stress, you probably know that it brings up a lot of reflux. Loss of libido, lower sperm in men, or absent irregular menstrual cycles in women. Again, stress messes with your hormones. Acute stress, whether you believe it or not, just living in a messy environment could lead to that. Lower bone density. This is super common in women. Stress causes a lower bone density. So we all know we don't want stress, right? So one little thing that we can do to reduce all this stress is to declutter. It feels good when you declutter. It feels good when your home is organized, when your office is organized. It feels good when everything is organized. So decluttering is important. So here's how you can start. You can go room to room and organize your room and living spaces to be clutter-free and peaceful environments. I've talked about this with you guys a lot of times. I know it's hard for anybody to sit down at night and like plan a schedule because we're used to living like, this is what I do. But if you take just 5 minutes a day and like really write out your schedule, again, you're organizing yourself for the day. Take a little bit of that declutter in your head because you're trying to keep all your appointments here. And then you're like, I forgot this. And then boom, your day is full of stress, right? Prioritize your tasks and focus on one thing at a time. Super important. I try to multitask. I'm sure you guys probably try to multitask, but that can cause a lot of anxiety. Delegating tasks whenever you feel overwhelmed. So as you learn, your home environment is your own bio-individual needs. Like I mentioned, some people like to live in the country. Some people like to live in the city. Different. You guys have your own needs. Some people like snow and mountains. And so I think it's great. Everybody has their own desires. I was telling the kids this morning, if everybody in the world was the same, it would be a very boring world, right? So now we'll talk about Feng Shui. So Feng Shui is the power of energy, the energy of this space to manifest dreams and transform lives. So it's shifting the energy in your space, in your living space. So it's not just moving furniture. There's other things that we're going to talk about. There are many different techniques for enhancing the flow of the environment. And then there's 5 elements of Feng Shui. There's wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. And I'll give you a couple examples of how you can add these 5 elements into your home. In Feng Shui, it's an ancient Chinese art form that creates health, wealth, and happiness. So it literally translates to wind and water. That's what Feng Shui means. Feng Shui, wind and water. And so basically this improves all your wellness, and it's created through an organized living environment that enhances the flow through the life force. The life force of that is called Qi. So you guys may have heard of Qi. I know if you ever do acupuncture, they talk about the Qi in your body. You try to get the flow of the Qi, the flow of the energy. So Feng Shui is the energy of your space, the life force. So Qi is the energy that unites the mind, body, and spirit. It provides a space that allows the Qi to move naturally. So here are some really fun Feng Shui tips that you can add in to your home if you want to, but I think they're really fun. And I've done some Feng Shui with some of the women in my group coaching, my women's group coaching. And the one that I told where is it? It's in the money Feng Shui. And it's this one. If you close your toilet lid when it's not in use, like leaks, the toilet represents things flushing away. So if you don't want money to be one of those things, you keep the toilet lid closed and keep your finances protected so you can attract more abundance. So after I did this meeting, she had gone in and she started closing her toilet lid. And within a couple of days, she realized her bank account, her company had sent her a very significant bonus that she wasn't expecting. So I was like, that is pretty neat, right? So that is one small, cool little tip of Feng Shui. And this is, it's real if you want it to be real. It's what you believe in, right? So first impression sets the tone. So make the entrance to your home beautiful. Your doorbell should work and the number on your house should be visible, and clear out your entryway. I constantly have boxes in there from Amazon. And I'm like, I know what it is. I don't need it right this minute. I'll get to it in a minute. And then the boxes sit at your entryway. So I need to work on that. Fix the leaks in your home because they represent financial leaks. So keeping your home stable will support your financial stability and growth. So if you ever have like a drip in your faucet or anything like that, so fix that. So this one is pretty cool. Get creative by incorporating photographs or paintings of flowing water. Running horses or moving boats in your home represent a flow and abundance. So you guys have that boat that's flowing in the water. Keep your wallet organized to show that you respect money and you spend it wisely. So try buying brilliantly colored wallets in red, green, or purple tones, as these colors are said to attract financial abundance. That might be maybe a girl thing, right? Your stove represents abundance, so keep it clean and keep using all the burners equally. Utilizing each burner opens up a variety of opportunities and financial channels. So, you might have money from one place and another place and another place, and that's okay. So you rotate things on the burner. I do that one all the time. That's the money part of it. Then you have the health part of it. So choose wooden bed frames, as metal frames attract electromagnetic waves from technology and affects your sleep cycles. Clear out the clutter in your bedroom. Again, that laundry pile, maybe move it somewhere else. Get a great mattress that supports your body and allows for deep rest and restoration. Keep your space soft with calming yin colors like beige. Don't use bright or harsh tones. And pay attention to the airflow in your room. Put on fans for air, so it helps the energy movement, and plants for air purification. And this is actually a document from IIN. This is what I'm reading from. Reserve your bedroom for sleeping and sex. No work or papers. Tune out and unplug. Electromagnetic fields affect your sleep, so keep electronics, including televisions, out of your bedroom. Okay, this chi and this one will represent love. So always throw away dead flowers. Keeping your candles in your bedroom to create a romantic ambiance. Keep your bed linens clean, fresh, and crisp. This one I feel like is just, it is love, but I also feel like it's self-care. Meditate daily to clear your mind. Even if you take like 5 or 10 minutes and you just do some breathing exercises, I'm telling you, meditation is amazing. I love it. I can't stress like the amount of I don't know, reset that it does just in like 10 minutes of some breathing. Put 2 roses next to your bed and visualize what they mean for you in your terms of calling love. This I'd actually I gave this to another woman that I coach, and she's been practicing it, and I'll let you know if it ends up coming up and working for her. But so is for you, if you're single, sleep on one side of your bed and clear out a few of the dresser drawers or a little space in your closet. That's what she did. She didn't want to use her dresser drawers. She cleared out a little space in her closet and saved space for your partner, future partner. Super cool. And so that's what I got.